For the Right to Work course, you should continue to work on your projects, in particular your store guide and anything else you need to work on to complete your projects by the last day of school, which is the 18th day of December. There are also some practice ones that you might want to work with to get ready for the final exam. As an example, when you go in to the new publisher selection, there are several different items that you could work with to help you get ready for the final exam. You might want to practice making another flyer. We did one when we were first announcing that the store was opening in Milwaukee. Now, there are some other ones that we have not tried yet. I suggest you try the one that allows you to have tear off tabs. You simply click create, and when you click create, you get a template. And again, you can modify the template. You all know how to do that. You can go in and you can change the information on the screen. Obviously, you can change the picture on the screen. Everybody knows how to do that. You just simply click in the center of the picture, and there are a lot of options that come up with the picture tools. With the picture tools, you can change the picture that's included in the template. For example, since this is a grocery store, you may want to look for images of groceries as an example. So I'm asking the computer to search for groceries. And again, as you're well aware, several different options come up for you to select from. So if you do see something that you'd like to use, you simply select it by clicking on it with the mouse and then clicking the insert button. That will then add that image to your screen. Anything you don't like on the screen, you can always delete, so you're not stuck with anything that you don't care to have on your program. All right, the next thing to do is to go in and simply change the wording. In this case, I'm going to make one for hiring a new grocery stocker. All right, so the Milwaukee Convenience Store is hiring stockers. And I think we called it the Milwaukee City Convenience Store. Okay, and if you don't like that hyphenation, you can just simply move things around. Now I can put in the information about what's required to be a stocker, okay? And it could be, the ability to work with others. So, works well with others. To see your screen better, you can always modify your view. Simply go into the View tab, the View ribbon, and then just increase the appearance of your screen. You can also modify the size of a picture. Okay? You can also modify how the picture is located on the screen. All right, works well with others. As you know, you can also highlight and change the color of the text. That's under Home. That A with the black line behind it can be modified to have a different color. Same thing with the writing, the typed information. You can change the appearance of that as well. So not only works well with others, comes to work on time, productive at the workplace, and so on and so on. I can go on through a whole list. I could also put down expected salary, which will be, let's say, $10.50 an hour. All right, and so on and so forth until I have all of the information that I might consider pertinent for that job. Okay, so $10.50. Made a little error there. All right, so $10.50 hourly, and on and on and on. Now, what this tear off does is it also gives you tear offs to work with. Tear offs are on, you may have seen them around on campus or at the grocery store, whatever. They simply allow you to have an area on your flyer, on your notice, that people can tear off the information and take home with them. So to do that, you simply go in and type who you are as a store owner, and you type in, if you want a business tagline, or like the Milwaukee Convenience Store, we're here to serve you. You know how they have those little slogans, or whatever you want to say if you use a slogan. The title, you're the store owner, so you can say owner manager. All right, the business name, the Milwaukee City Convenience Store. And you can also put in the address, which, as you know, is 700 West State Street. Again, that's in Milwaukee, WIS 53233. And the phone number can be, oh, I don't know, 414 297 6890 or whatever. After you get through with that, this is the information that's going to be needed for the tag. You can save it, and then you tell the publication, now that you changed that information, that you want to update the publication. One other little thing, I'm not going to call this custom one, I'm going to call this Milwaukee Convenience Store. So I know that's what this information is for, the Milwaukee City Convenience Store. Okay, so I'm going to save this. All right, now that I've got that information typed, I'm going to click Save. Then I'm going to update the publication. And now the information changes on there. Now, if you don't see all of your information showing, you can do some modifications to that as well, where more of the information is showing. If you don't want just the phone number showing, you want other information to show, you can show other information as well, if you care to do that. But I think just having the store name and the store owner is sufficient, but you may want to go ahead and make some modifications to that if you want something else to show on the screen. And again, you can change the font size, you can change the font type, and you can then modify that throughout all of the entire document if you care to have it have that a certain look throughout the entire document. And so on until you have till it has the look you want it to have. Let's see if I can get that right. And so on. So if you want it, you can have it have that look throughout the entire document. So that pretty well takes care of that. The only other thing I would suggest you do is you could go into some page design, and you could look at how it would look with some kind of design features on it if you care to do that. So just add some little design to that document. Okay, and then when you're finished, you can then just simply save that document to your desktop, and it's just a practice document. So I would just simply call it Save As to my computer, to my desktop, and then you can simply just call it Practice Tear Off, because those are tear offs, and just simply save it to your desktop. And again, it just gives you some practice on using a document to get ready for the final. Anytime you can do some extra practice, it helps you to improve your skills. So this is one that I would recommend for practice. There are others in there that you might want to practice on as well. Again, you go to new, you look through them. Some of these have some good options for practicing for the final. There's some other ones under flyer if you want to check out some of those other ones. It's an easy way to work on your skills so you know how to add pictures, so you know how to modify the background, so you know how to add information. So any of those, if you want to try them out, will be fine.